We're just gonna
Mm,
work with that. How are
and
you?
you know what? I'm fine. I'm always fine with switching positions. I ain't nothing to an OG like me.
Ooh,
Hey,
you come in talking
it's gonna be.
shit. Come
It's gonna
on.
be. Oh, listen. I told everybody. Listen, y'all gonna tune in today and see me talk my shit. So let me go ahead and get this moving.
Okay, well we can go ahead. What you sipping on?
What I'm sipping on?
Yes.
Francis Coppola. This is a grown man. This is Claret, and it's a
I've never
Cabernet
had that.
Sauvignon. Come
Ooh,
on,
it's
young buck.
Cabernet.
I'm gonna teach you something different. I'm gonna learn you something tonight. You gonna learn,
You
right?
learn me something. Okay,
And
you
then,
just.
and
I
this one.
love this. I love this energy. Okay, that you're
So
giving.
see, this is one of the things you're supposed to be eating this. I can be throwing this in your mouth, and this is oh, hold on, let me get it from. It's dark chocolate almonds with sea salt and turbinado sugar. So a little
Ooh.
salty, a little sweet. I got that jumper
Mm.
right. Just a red wine.
You know what? Hold on. I need another sip before we start talking because
I want you
you
to sip
already
on
got
something
me.
too.
You got me
Mm-hmm.
on one. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody coming in.
super black. Gotta put
So,
that out there.
what'd you say? What'd you say?
Oh no, I was repping my super black shirt. So you know, it's
Yes.
time of the year for us. It's my superpower. It's blackness.
Period. Period. That's the only superpower we need, honestly, because that's all the
That
power
part.
in itself. Hello?
Hey, this melanin is something else. Ain't it a shield of armor? Look what it ain't brought us through. We talk about our national black anthem. Look at what it brought us through. And we all winning in this black skin. I love
Come
it.
on. Come on.
This is
Say
a
that.
celebration. This is a celebration.
So,
Yeah.
I have if you don't know who he is, he's a well-known chef around the city of Dayton. He's always talking shit. I must admit that.
I'm gonna tell you why I get it. Hopefully we get to the part of the conversation where I tell you why I get to talk my shit.
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to all of it. Well, if IG allows. But anyway,
That part.
I have Chef Anthony C. Head, also known as the People's Chef. So you want to tell them about yourself a little bit, everything that you do, the businesses you own. You just out here.
No, you know, I ain't out. I tell people they out in the streets, you liable to get hit in traffic. So I stay out the way, truly. You know what I mean? I had to
Okay.
turn my, I had
Brag
to
on
turn
yourself
my.
a little bit, okay?
Well, I'm Chef Anthony Head. As you know, the People Chef is my moniker. I've been in the game about 10 years cooking. I tell people all the time, Google me. You want to know the story. I tell the same story all the time that I was a failed NFL draftee who decided to go to medical school, who then discovered that cooking was way more fun, a lot less debt. Got out here with some mentoring chefs who allowed me to run a couple restaurants, made a little money from my owners. Yeah, I decided let me do it myself. So I am the chef on owner of Chicken Heads, located at 3261 West Siementhaler Avenue here in Northwest
Bomb as
Dayton,
fuck, I
Ohio.
must add.
Yeah, bomb bomb. You know, we do our thing there. It's really my love letter to the city. That's why I think today's topic is so much about the intersectionality of love and its expression in many forms. And for the chef, this is natural, right? I am loving my city. Anytime you bite into my big, juicy piece of meat, my chicken, that is, you are getting a taste of my love. You know what I mean? This is real. And
Yes.
we'll get into this a bit, but I used to say this all the time when I ran a restaurant called Delish Cafe. Something that starts here with me, right? And then I form it with my hands, and then you partake in it. You put it to your lips, you chew on it, you lick on it, you taste it, you salivate, you swallow it. It becomes a part of you. And it started here, right? As all good love making does, it starts with the mind. And you
Mm-hmm.
guys love it. And you know, whether it's chicken or steak or lamb, and now it's chicken, but that's why I love it. That's why cytophilia and all things we want to talk about tonight is so salient to a chef's life because we are loving you through our food, through the expression of it. And anybody who's ever been in my restaurant knows I hold my staff to a high quality. I go through a lot of people in my restaurant. And the reason why is you have to have a standard level. I tell people we make a mistake because we're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You are harming my friends, my family, my neighbors, my lovers. You know what I mean? You know, I love when I see an old girlfriend come through and get some of my food. I say, look at you. Still feeding. Oh, hello,
I
sir. I speak to the husband. Hello, sir. How you doing? But I know what it is. And that's what's so important about food because, we talk about a lot of things that bring back memories, right? But nothing really gets to us like the sense of smell. And we're going to talk about why
wait.
essential it is because the experience of food is like experiencing a lover. The things that we
It
love about food, we love
is.
about our lover. So let me shut up.
Come
I'll
on.
get into
Because
this. You keep
food
moving.
and sex
Let me
are
step on
so,
something.
like you said, food and love, sex are intertwined so much. And we're going to get into that anyway. That's part of the topic. But, okay,
Mhm.
I wanted to bring up a fetish that is known as cytophilia. I don't know if I'm ever saying it right. I brought it up
That's
before.
it. Cytophilia.
Yes, and I brought it up before, and basically what it is sexual arousal developed by food, basically.
Mhm.
So I think that this is definitely a fetish of mine. I
Of
would have to
everyone.
say because
The whole world. The whole
huh?
world. You're
Yes,
not
no,
special. The whole
seriously,
world.
literally, because if you think about it, like food, whenever it's advertised or just whenever it's brought up, you think about all of the cravings that you get. Like when you're salivating for something, you're thinking about how it's wet or just the visual of it, how they make things
Mhm.
look in advertisements like the dripping of
Mhm.
a burger or something like that. It looks
Yes.
so sensual. So, like,
Mhm.
I think that it's very important, like you said, to talk about how it correlates and things. So I'm excited for this conversation.
Right. You said it best. Let me attack one of those kind of a misnomer, right? You put it out there. I think I'm one, and I was trying to jump in and saying we all are. We all are. From the time we were children, you ever see like the smoke of like a pie or something on a cartoon, and the smoke
hmm
would be floating through the air, and all of a sudden it go in their nostrils, and they start
hmm
floating through it. Guess what? It started off with pies. Now it's your man or your woman. You smell the cologne. You like, damn. You feel it. It grabs you.
Yes,
It's visceral. You know what I mean? So it's not. It's not even created. It's natural. Let's talk about
it
history. So
is.
we got to start with history, right? Let's play with
Mm-hmm.
something. Let's use the story of. Let's use biblical story as an example. All Adam and Eve was doing. What else they did every day? What was the job of Adam and Eve? What was they doing? They was eating, and they was fat.
Bucket. Oh,
In
yeah,
fact,
that's.
me and my boys say it all the time. My chef, you say this all the time. I got a lot of chefs say this. They say cooking is the second most intimate thing that we do. So just
Oh,
like I gave that explanation, think about it. You eat. We eat. Think how we relate cunnilingus and fellatio to the eating and sucking and licking. How moisture
hello.
and lubrication is so much a part of that. But guess what? It's the same thing. We know it's the same thing with food. So when we talk about cytophilia, we give it a name, but the reality is we're all afflicted with it. And that's how the human
We
race
are.
does. When we say it's the second most intimate thing, what we also don't say is it's also the most important thing that we do because we eat and we make love. And if we don't do either one of those things, we don't exist. You got to feed, you got to eat. And that's why the relationship is so strong. And when it comes to your lovers, to arguments, listen, who arguing over a good meal? That's a bad relationship. But really, the case. You want to make up a meal. You want to make peace, a meal. You want to make babies,
You want
make
your way
baby a
to my
meal.
heart? A meal.
Come on, right?
What is
So this
something
is
that we
the
always say as women? We're always saying like we're hungry or whatever. Just buy it, like get us some food and shit like that. Like that's
mhm.
literally legit. Like if you buy me some food, that's like my love language. Like
let's,
I'm
let's
a
go deeper.
fatty, huh?
Let's go deeper. Oh, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that fetish as well, the feeders. We'll talk about that. There's a feeding fetish. So cytophilia is one of the paraphilia, I believe it is. It's
hmm
objects, things that we, but it's the most acceptable one because we all do. It's like coffee and now marijuana. Everybody, there's so many people that do. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. But food has always been that case, right?
Exactly.
But we want to, and what I love what you do, the work you're doing. First of all, big shout out to what you do on your channel and on your page. I've been a fan of yours for a couple months now because
Thank
you're really
you.
demystifying. We call them kinks, right? But it's just really pulling like a veil. Because what I find is people don't know how connected we are. And I
hmm
think as we head into this lovers holiday, we all connected through love and food. And we demystify. Is it a kink? Absolutely. One of my favorites, and we'll talk about this, the vor. Oh my. You get into that? Oh my. Let's talk about that real quick. Vor, right? Is it vor or is it foray? Is it just vor? Do you know the
I
term?
think it's bored.
It's just vor. So
Yeah.
vor, and I think it's like carnivore. So that's kind of funny when you think about that. Or omnivore, to be eaten. So vor is a subset of kinks where people fantasize or imagine at a high level being consumed. Like literally, uh. But we do this, don't we?
Biting.
I know
Yeah.
when I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm a chef. I love to eat. I'm a super taster. I'm gonna love best with my mouth and hands. So
Say
anyway,
that.
when it comes to love, I mean, when I'm really into it, passion, I'm licking, I'm kissing, I'm biting, I'm nibbling. I don't want to consume my lover, but I want her to feel consumed. I want her to know that I'm
You're
insatiable for her
enjoying
taste,
her.
her smell. and that only in that moment of intimate passion, only she can satisfy me. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
bite that neck. I'm a nibbler. I don't need to tear your flesh, but that's a sensation. And when in doing so, I'm feeding myself, but I want her to feel desire. Because you can squeeze someone. You really love someone, you squeeze, you hold
Yes.
it tight. But what can you go beyond
Yes.
that? And the only thing more intimate than that hug or that squeeze or that slap is that nibble or that bite or that
It
sucking of the tongue.
is.
You feel me? So
I
this
didn't
is
even
all
think about it
interrelated.
like that. Yes.
Come on, baby. I live in this space. This is what I do. This is it. You know what I mean? Because guess what? People say it all the time. The first ingredient of love. And if it ain't that, I don't go to KFC and feel sexy. I don't go to churches and feel sexy. But I name my restaurant Chicken Heads. Come on, Chef Head. It's a play. When we talk about we play on it, think about it. One of my most famous sandwiches, Fire Head. One of my fun ones is sloppy toppings fries. Who don't like sloppy toppings? Come on now. Messy.
I personally don't know anyone who doesn't, but you're
Shit, the
right.
sloppier the better. And guess what? The most sensual picture we take is ooey gooey sauces. Not just one, but two. Ooh, because we all talk about that WAP. We talk about when it's all those juices commingling together. How does that happen? Through satiation, through mutual satiation. Oh, I'm saying things like
Yes.
satiation. I mean, to be satisfied deeply, viscerally, through food, through consumption. So let me consume you to satiate my hunger. Because when I'm feeling some type of way, I need you. Look at you. What you got on tonight? What you got? A little robe on?
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Don't worry about
Come
what I
on.
got on over here. Hold on.
It don't
Let me
matter.
get
That's
back
just
into the
rapping to me.
conversation.
Come on. Wait a minute. Pause, sis. It's like rapping. You know, a Reese cup got a little tissue
You
paper.
gotta, ooh,
Snickers got a little plastic. You got to peel through some layer, and it's that part of that appeal that we like. That's why lingerie and things like that are so important. So this weekend, let's get to the weekend, right? You think, oh no, we're just gonna get down to it and do what we do. Nah, baby, wrap that thing up a little differently this year,
I
right? That's why every
look.
year. Go ahead.
Say that because no,
Wrap it.
seriously, like I feel like people have lost the art of lingerie, and I was literally just talking about this with the guy that I talked to now. I was telling him like I don't know what piece I want to bring with me tonight or this weekend or whatever. He was
Spring
like, "Don't bring
stuffing.
anything." I'm like,
Spring
"No, we're
stuffing.
gonna wrap this up sexy. We're gonna do something different. I don't want to just bring you the same titties just
Teach
right
him.
like that. Like we're
He
gonna
must be a
wrap it
young
up."
man. He's a young man teaching.
I
Teaching.
know.
Tell him you
I
listen to an older
am.
than
Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. He's getting his lessons. But I'm like, I want you to unwrap
this.
me. And it's so sexy, you know, when the whole experience of it, because like you're literally taking your time, you know, and then I feel the brush of your hands against my skin, slowly
Yeah.
taking stuff off. Like, you know, like it's the whole experience. Don't like rush it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. It'll be
So,
there. It's like Christmas Day.
exactly.
You ever take that box and shake it? You wonder what's inside? Even if you know what's inside of it, wrap it. And it's not just that.
Yeah.
Even for your parents, right? There's an art of wrapping something. You just don't wrap it and put a bunch of tape on it. People take a lot of pride in how they wrap things. And we also take that same pride in how we unwrap other things, right? And
Say
that's the
that.
energy, man. That's the energy. So get off of Victoria's Secret, go to Agent Provocateur, check out some other sites. I know you probably got a line or some sponsor links you want to throw out there.
Oh,
But we
you
got to
already
teach
know.
them.
Go to Erotica Steals
You know.
box.net and check out her lingerie. But yes.
Mhm. We got to
Um.
do that. Go ahead.
Oh no, what were you saying? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to make sure my audio was good too. But I said, yeah, we got to do that. You got to teach them that is so critical, right? How we wrap things, how we unwrap things. We call them kinks, but demystifying those kinks. We all get into it. We like to eat, lick, suck. We talked about doing this on Sunday, but obviously it was the big game. But it's Wednesday,
Yes.
so now it's
It's a
truly game
better
time.
day.
This is pre-game. This is a better day because this is Hump Day, Wind Down Wednesday.
Hump day.
But
Yes.
if you're an
Yes.
athlete, this is pregame. We got a pregame because now we got a couple days leading up to what we like to think is
What
the biggest day.
pregame?
Come on,
Please.
so tune in.
Please. And ladies, make sure you're doing them Kegels in overtime.
Hey, fellas, make sure you're doing your Kegels in overtime.
Right.
You kidding me?
Hello. Let's
How you
make
gonna
sure
get
we're
that?
eating right. Look, I've been eating all of my green smoothies and stuff. I've been using.
Yes.
Look, seriously, I've been doing my green smoothies, my sea moss, my maca root,
Hey,
everything. Like
baby,
just,
tell him too. Tell him
I,
too. Tell him to go to Ricky Poole over here on Stephen Thaler. Here's the thing. This is why I love you mentioned that. We create an ecosystem together, right? We know how fragile the feminine ecosystem is right down there, making sure the fauna and flora are correct. the pH balance, that whether it's sweet or it's like water or it got a little bit of that tang. Well, guess what,
Mm-hmm.
man, brothers, we impact that more than we like to lead on.
A
From the
man
soaps
that
that we
says it.
use,
Thank you.
I know it.
Yes.
Listen, I'm 42 years old. I've spent 16 of the last 20 years being married. I've been studying the women in my life, the lovers in my life. I understand how I interact with them. Because guess what? That same sex we could have had before I had my shower is even better once I have that shower. Look, the soaps that I use impact her ecosystem, right? And that's when you with somebody in a committed relationship over time, man. Condoms, what? You're allowed to do that when you're in a safe relationship, right? You should. I think that connection is there. You have to respect her ecosystem. So how you take care of
Yes.
yourself, right? What
Yes.
you're eating. So when you say ladies, 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 look, fellas, fellas, fellas. This just sits on my page. She had a plate on her story the other day, and it had all this fruit and vegetables, and it was her lunch. And she was talking about keeping her stomach together. We had a more intimate conversation where she mentioned she was trying to keep her womb together because she had to have another child one day. I said, damn, that is so beautiful. But guess what? That's one of the sexiest plates that I saw, because that's not even a plate that lovers can share, but that health. Our health makes all the difference. So what we consume, as I mentioned before, what we consume becomes a part of us. So sis, the same thing you
Exactly.
do to get your yoni together, tell brother do his same
Gotta
thing
do
because
the exact same thing. You're right. You're
I
absolutely
cook
right.
well, but the best compliment I get is how delicious I taste.
Look, and you know what? I like people who do take heed, because some people, they get offended even when you try to let them know, like, hey, I think that you've been doing something different with their eating or whatever, because it's
Mhm.
throwing me off. I had
All
somebody,
them
and
crab
this was
boils.
like, huh?
Yeah, seafood. All them damn crab boils everybody eats. Listen, baby, you can't eat all that seafood,
But
butter,
you
and
know
garlic.
what?
It impacts you.
That, and then also drinking, and you
Oh,
and I
yeah.
talked about this on the side before, like, men,
Mhm.
when they drink, it actually kills their libido, and it
It does.
sucks. And also, if you're not drinking enough water, like getting enough fluids in your body, that's
Right.
also killing your motherfucking nut. Like, don't
Yeah.
fucking, and then there be
Sure.
the ones that have the nerve to want to like do facials and stuff like that, or have you swallow. I'm not swallowing that fucking boric acid. What is wrong with
That's the
like?
worst thing. Here's the thing. It's alkaline, right? When this was right, it's alkaline is almost bleach-like. But the better our diet, the more delicious we are. And I got taught this by a
Exactly.
nurse in my 20s. I was dating an older nurse. In fact, if she may be on this live. She definitely on my Instagram.
Who?
Listen, Miss Nurse, I'll tell Miss Nurse. She gave me the game 20 years ago about nutrition. She said, I want you to drink a lot of pineapple juice. I said, yes, ma'am. Drink a lot of water. Yes, ma'am. And then that compliment she gave me was like, you're delicious. I said, all that's delicious.
Ooh,
Listen, hold up. She said, feed it to me.
delicious.
So I learned
Wait,
that
what she
20 years
said?
ago. She said, feed it to me. I said, oh my. I feel
That's how
special.
nasty I be getting too. I be like,
Mm,
baby, like, because
the
for
very
real, like, I won't, and I will never even say that to somebody if I know like your balance is off or something like that. Like,
right,
I would never
right.
even give you that the type of comfort. But I literally, like, if I know that you're clean and I know that we have a great
Mhm.
chemistry, oh yes,
Yeah.
come
And that was
on.
the beautiful thing. So again, we talk about cytophilia and the sexual arousal. It's so interconnected and it's so
Mm-hmm.
necessary. So we talk about today being hump day. Start now. If you haven't been on it today, getting your hydration. Don't wait till Sunday morning or Saturday night. You want to do this now. It really
Oh,
will
that's too
become a
late
lifestyle.
then, baby. It don't go
Yeah.
that quick.
Yeah. Keep your water, keep yourself hydrated. Stay away from a lot of the beer and all that, the cognacs. Say that for that night of, right? Maybe a sip to relax the nerves, but start to really cleanse your body. Start eat well. Leave a lot of the fatty foods
Yes.
alone. That impacts men of all ages. We'll talk about actual meals at some point, what you're eating that day. But the lighter the better, the fresher the better. But hydration is probably the most important thing. You can't be allergic to water. In fact, ever since I was my first marriage, when I was a young person, I keep a refrigerator next to my bed in my master bedroom in every house I've been in for 20 years. This is a refrigerator full of water. I buy a case of water and I
Yes.
stock it. I got a bottle of champagne in there. I got ice in there. I may have a toy or two in there.
Okay, got the
To be
kid
a
on
chocolate.
deck.
We'll talk about that because the reality is, everybody think about sex as hot and nasty. I'm a polar bear. In fact, one of my little lovers calls me Papa Bear. What I'll do is I'm gonna drop the temperature in my room. I'm gonna open it right now tonight. Tonight I'm opening the window in my room. It's gonna be about 70 degrees in the rest of my home. Open the window. I got big blankets on my bed. You feel me? Many pillows. Cause you know them, the most important tool in the bedroom besides toys is them pillows. Cause
Okay,
if
so
you
you
know,
got
you
like
know,
a
it's
different type
dangerous.
of dungeon in your bedroom. Like you don't have the
It's
typical like witch chain. You got the whole like sex kit in there. Like what?
listen, I got so electric candles. So when you knock them over and you doing what you do, you know you can use those. I got the real candles too, because you need that hot wax treatment. You need that contrast. And this when you pull it all together, like a good meal. Like a good meal, you want textural contrast. You want something hot. You want something cold. You want something sweet. You want something spicy. This is what keeps our nerves alive, right? This is what really invigorates us. So if you're thinking about your love making, like you think about a good meal, they go hand in hand,
They
right? That's
do.
why we like fresh fruits and vegetables. It ain't just consuming them throughout the week to purify ourselves. They make excellent aperitifs during the meal, you know. But I'll tell you what, I think I have the best sex when I'm hungry, for real, for real. Not starving, but
Ooh.
I got a little, oh, I need you. Come here.
Ooh.
I need some of that.
Ooh. Okay, hold
Give
on.
me that.
Wait, sir.
Ooh. Feel savage with it. That's why I got this beard. This is what you think this beard is for. This beard serves me no purpose
Look.
but one. But I'm, you
I
know,
love me
I've
a
had this
beard.
one.
I love me
Listen,
a beard. Like I love to see it saturated in all my wetness. Like I love
you
that shit. That
love
shit
getting
is so.
inside of it.
I love to sniff your
Um,
beard after you're done eating my pussy. Like
but
I love
you
that
know
shit.
the, hey, tune in. You know the shower afterwards or the next day, you're like, oh, I got it. Because your pheromones are there, right? Your pheromones have saturated my face. This is why I say
Yes.
she knows what she did. Listen, now I took a shower since then, but yeah, her essence is still there. Ah, love that shit. Right?
Say
Listen,
that.
that's what it's all about, man. But it's been intentional. I don't have a beard for no other reason. I can have a gold tee and all that, but this
That's
different. I tell people
literally my requirement. Now, they used to never be a requirement for me. And I know, like, you can't be picky over
if
who
you
you
know,
choose and stuff.
you know.
Shit, that is a requirement for me. You have to have a beard. I don't care.
It's
Otherwise, you look
different.
childish to
You
me.
know, you can make that part because it really is managed. Because somebody said if you got enough patience, I used to have dreadlocks down my back for 10 years. If you got patience to grow your hair like this or grow it, and guess as a man, you know you know how to maintain it. Listen, I got a nice little lineup for you today. Listen, I got my little beard oils in here. If you was here right now, you could smell it, you could feel it, right? That's
It
intentional. I
looks
want to
good
give a
from
little
here. I
shine.
wish I could feel it
Come
and
on, baby.
smell
It
it and
feels
stuff.
better. Feels better. Feels better.
I
Intentional.
bet
I
it
be wanting to trim it
does.
down. I be want to trim it down. I'm like, nah, let me hit the boofiness. You know,
Hold on,
let me
wait.
let it get
Strawberry
the.
Delight said that salt and pepper beard hit different.
Hey, listen. It tastes different. It feel different.
Danny
I'm look. Let
said
me
that'd
stop.
be the
We
best
look
when a man's
different.
beard is wet. It do. I'm telling you, I love it. It's so
We
sexy.
love
Oh
it.
my gosh.
It's the best reward. It's the best reward. It's like a bottle of champagne. Once you open it, it's saturated. It's like I've done my job. And you look, you see us doing this. I'm just rubbing it in at that point. I mean,
Mm.
let me stop.
You
Proper.
so
We
damn
call it the flavor. Look, we
so
call it the flavor saver. The flavor saver. That's it. We
anyway.
love differently. Hey,
Off
bareface
the
cat,
beard.
y'all
We
make
gotta get back to the topic. Look,
all right.
we're so off topic.
That's
Nah,
that's pognophile, right? Pognophile's the beer lovers for you. So let's get back to cytophilia. Because the
yes, back to
pognophiles, they know what it
cytophilia.
is, but you know.
So I wanted to also talk about common foods that boost your libido. So, like we said, with alcohol, it kind of kills the male libido, but it definitely boosts the female libido. Like right now, this little alcohol is hitting in so many different ways for me right now. Oof. But
But you know what's so important about that? Like, you know, we talked about too much alcohol for men, but a glass or two can relax. You remember back in
yeah.
the day when we talk about a woman would meet her man at the door? This is like the 50s energy. And meet the man at the door with a martini, and the kids be all dressed. Like a man had a hard day at work. This is old school. People don't do this no
Ooh.
more. But it served a purpose. Can you imagine coming in from a hard day, drama, stress, and before you say anything, babe, here you go. Babe, sit
Ooh.
back. Sit down and just chill
I
for a
like
minute.
that.
Well, you got dinner going on. Just sit down and now talk to me now. You got your cognac, whatever it is. Just enough. A good cognac, a good drink, it's only a couple ounces. It's going to calm that man down and make him accessible to you. Because the tension will
Mm.
be there, the energy will be there, but now it lowers that tension. Too much and
Okay.
he ain't going to be no good, right? But just to
Right.
give him a good shot. So you sipping on your wine, but you give him a shot of his favorite dark. For me, because I'm, you know, I'm melanin. So give me some brown so I can get down. You know, but
Oh,
it's
that's what that
medicinal.
is.
It's medicinal. Yeah, leave that old nasty, dirty Hennessy around. Upgrade your man. I was looking for my Martell Cordon Bleu earlier. And this is the one where you only need an ounce or two of it, just to simmer your boy down, just to focus. You feel me? And that's when you rub on the chest, rub on the beard. You do something. Don't not
You
too
said it's
much.
called what? Cordon bleu?
My favorite is called Cordon Bleu. It's Martell's Cordon Bleu. It's another cognac. It's very aromatic. It's much more layered than Hennessy, right? When I was younger, Hennessy got it done. Anything is possible. But guess what? The older you get, you start to refine your palate a bit. You know, I buy a nice bottle, and it costs a little bit more than your average bear, but it lasts me 3 or 4 months because I only need a couple ounces, right?
Right.
It's just, again, it's medicinal to calm me down, take some of that tension off. So now I'm accessible to you. Because when I'm accessible to you, now you can be accessible to me. And
Mm.
that's when we can really connect. You know what I mean? So that's where alcohol, these are aperitifs. So think about a good meal, starting it off that way. You say, baby, I'm hungry. And you can say, I got something for you to eat. I say, you know what? Let me nibble on some chocolate or something like that. Give me some sustenance, right? Some
Yeah.
almonds, a piece of fish, a nice salad, right? So satiate me. Don't give me no big fatty meal. Don't make no. I love macaroni and cheese and collard greens and
No.
fried chicken, but you're gonna put me to sleep with that. So you give me some of
Exactly.
that salmon. Give me some salmon. Give me some clean fish. Give me some light carbs. Give me a nice salad.
The
You know what I'm saying?
fruits. Oof.
Some a fruit plate. You feel me? A little chocolate. Now I'm satiated. You know what? I still want dessert. What we got to eat in this house? I got a sweet tooth. What you got? What you
Me?
got? Come on. That's when them flavored lubricants come into play, all that. And you will trust me, I gotta be a little hungry. Not starved, but a little hungry, and I'm voracious. And
Those
that's where that
flavored
more,
lubricants, those people sleep on those so
you know,
bad.
you
Oh
gotta
my
add it.
gosh.
You gotta have it as part of the repertoire. You gotta have your flavored lubricants. You gotta have your toys. I mean, because you can't do everything. I'm enhanced. Every people look at toys, battery operated boyfriends as replacement. A grown man said, "Man, that's a wing, man. You want a menage a trois? Get that rose. Hey, tune in. Get that rose. Get that dildo, and you know what? Run that little rabbit. And we're gonna do this tonight. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that.
I am
Oh
not a
my
machine,
gosh.
but these are my. It's like go gadget, go gadget dildo, go gadget rose.
Get out! So you're trying to kill her. You basically want to kill her.
Give her life. Give her life.
Okay, give her life.
Nah, give
What
her
you want to
life.
call it?
She's most alive because guess what? Every part of her body is tingling. Them thighs are shaking. I love
What
when
you
it
want
feels
to
like,
call it? Shit, I'm dead at that point. You give me, you try to
I'm
give me the
you.
master orgasm. Like,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
fair. I'm out for the
It's this.
count.
I want to dominate that, and then I'm gonna wake you up in the morning with some of that morning love. Come on, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been married. I ain't just fucking around. I've been a
That
husband.
is
I'm a husband material.
crazy.
You feel
And
me? I
morning
want
sex
to
is
own
so much better to me because the juices are marinated and you still like feeling it from the
that.
night before and shit. Like that shit is just so sexy. I love
It's
fucking
just a
morning sex.
continuum, baby. It's a continuum. I like makeup sex. I like I miss you sex. I like I'm hateful sex. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We got time alone sex. So it's a continuum of love making experiences. So
You're
depending on where you are in your
toxic.
life, you know what I mean? No, listen, it's the antidote, my love. The world is toxic. When you get back with your lover, that's where the connection is. That's where you get reborn. That's where the
No, you're
baptized
right.
themselves and that thing. You ever see they baptize you, they dunk you in that water and pull you back out? I get baptized too, so if I go forward. Oh,
Oh!
I return to
Ricky
the
said
place of
it's
my
the
birth.
hardest in the morning. It is. His dick is like 10 times harder for some reason. And your
Different
pussy be
orgasm.
like so fucking wet. You be so soft.
Mm.
Oh
And
my gosh.
as you go through your life, different phases of your life, because guess what? You're gonna make love when you're pregnant. Nothing beats that, you know. But tell about why it's hardest in the morning. Relaxed, well rested. That's just why overall health, no matter what time of day it is so important. I CrossFit. CrossFit has done more for my sexual fitness than anything ever. I've boxed, I've lifted weights, I've run. Being fit, being healthy makes you a better lover all day long. Come on, somebody said natural aphrodisiacs. Natural aphrodisiacs are endorphins. Come on, testosterone. Yeah, that part. But guess what? You're eating good high protein meals when you're healthy in general, you have good sex all day long. So it's not so much a time, it's a state of mind.
Yeah.
So think about it. It's not that AM your dick is hard, it's AM you've been well rested, you relax and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 69 inches, love. That's all you need to know. 69 inches, and I'm a Cancer man. So if you know anything about us Cancers, reciprocity is literally in our sign. And that 69 is divine.
Oh, you're
You
a
know, it's
Cancer?
wrong. I am a Cancer man.
A July
Intentional.
Cancer or a June Cancer?
I'm a July 21st Cancer. So I'm right on the
Ooh.
edge of Leo. So my swagger's kind of
I can
Leo.
see a little Leo
But I love
energy too.
people.
That's what I thought. But okay.
And listen, during that time of the year, man, it's like I never really believed in all that, but my energy is different. My
It's
swag's a little
different.
different, and not
I
just
would
because of
love
my
to see your
birthday.
chart. I would love to know what your
Uh,
Mars is in. 'Cause I want to know
hey,
what
look, look,
your sex sign is in. Because
do the research. That'd be a follow up. But think about us July Cancers is we make comfort. So I tell you about my nest, right? I told you about my bed. I ain't tell you about my towel warmer. I ain't tell you about the soft rug on the outside of my
hold
bed.
on, wait,
Like,
a towel warmer. Wait. Am I at the
come on,
salon?
love.
Hold on. This is legit.
Come on. So the towel warmer is when you get in the shower. Cause come on, get bathed. I'm gonna turn the towel warmer on and put my bath sheet in there. I don't have no tiny towels. I have no crusty towels. I got a bath sheet for you. I'm gonna throw it in there so it gets nice and hot. You feel me? So you go and you take your shower, and when I hear that water turn off, I hear the water turn off. Let me go ahead and grab that towel for you. I'm gonna wrap you up in it. So now you're feeling the warmth. Now you got that going. Now there's comfort. There's no shock from the hot shower. You freshly bathed. You smell. Then I'm gonna get you over to the bed and the emollients. You can see where I'm at. I don't have them right here, but
Oh,
I
you
just ordered my
dangerous.
shea butter. I just got my shea butter from California. So I'm gonna rub you down. My wife,
Oh,
the
you
first time I met her,
dangerous.
oh, it was it. I've been doing this, and I'm intentional with it now because I already know, right? I know. I read the Kama Sutra when I was 16 years old. I was in high school reading Ann Hooper's Kama Sutras. You know about the Kama Sutra? Get you one. It was an illustrated version. So my game was way different. I was doing lotus flower when I was 17 or 18 years old. You feel me? Then I read the Perfume Garden. And if you read these books, there's
My
only one chapter that
estrogen.
talks about sex. But the
Mm.
book itself talks about preparation for sex. And one of the things that I love about that is that it talked about being perfumed, like having your body clean and doing all that stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, I hear about the towels on high. Towel warmer from Costco, $50. Put it in your room. It's a different level,
Probably
right?
make me go get a towel warmer now.
That's part of the kit. I bought a big fluffy mats for my bathroom, and we're gonna switch them out. You keep plenty of good towels. Them towels, you can't keep towels forever. So my favorite thing to do is every couple of months, I'm gonna get some fresh towels. So they nice and poofy. I call that my what you call the soapbox shows of the day. What you call them? The soap dramas.
Yeah, soap
Uh,
operas. Yeah.
soap operas. You ever see when they make love? The
Mm-hmm.
love scene. They got big ass poofy cushions. They got big pillows. They got big towels and robes. Those are some of the simplest things you can do. It's like when you go to a fancy dinner. What's the difference between a fancy dinner and going to lunch? It's gonna be the linen,
You got
right?
the.
It's
You're
gonna be
right.
the
I was
white
about to say you got
tablecloth.
the.
The
Yep.
same thing in our bed. If I'm gonna have a great meal at a fine dining restaurant, the next base meal I'm gonna have is in my bedroom. Let me get the linen together. You feel me? Oh, brother, stop trying to stuff your laundry into the washer and dryer. Take it to the dry cleaners, man. Let them redo that for you. You know what I mean? Because in a made bed, you sleep better, but you can do a lot of things. Can you imagine getting out that same shower I just told you about with that nice warm towel? And all I got to do is peel back my comforter, peel back my sheet on my nicely made king size bed, because a king can't sleep in nothing less than that, right? I ain't sleeping nothing less than a king size bed since I was a child. When I became a man, I've always had a man bed, and men have king size beds. And if you know, you know. Queen, what? No, you was single, sis. You had queen size bed. With me, king size, so we can move around. I like to get active.
Woo!
You feel
Yes.
me? Come on.
Okay. Come on.
Let
Say
me finish
that.
something. I'm talking too much.
You got me hot, and I took this mirror for a fan
Hey,
right
tune in.
now.
Hey, tune in. That's why I told you. I open my window in the wintertime. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
Somebody
I'm
said
gonna
how
do.
tall.
I'm gonna forget to close it and get sick, and I
Listen,
can't have
I'm,
that.
I'm only, you don't get sick. Cold air don't make you sick, my love. Stop that. And it's not, it's bacteria and viruses. Eat well, stay hydrated. But that cold air, it make you want to rub up against something, don't it? Don't it make you want to cuddle up.
I ain't got nothing to
I
rub
love
up
it.
against right now. So look,
Get them body pillows. I mean, you got get him ready. Go ahead. But I know that's what I'm gonna do. I got big pillows. I was talking pillows. I've been sleeping with a pillow between my legs for 20 years. Cause I used to have a girlfriend. When we first started making love as teenagers, she would put her leg in between mine, and that was the energy. So I'm 42. I've been doing that since I was 15. I've been doing this a long time, and she knows who she is. It's so crazy. You got all your lovers on your Instagram page and stuff from your lifetime, and don't nobody know who they are, but we know who they are. Like, yeah, baby. Listen,
Yep.
let me say this right quick. I still sleep with a pillow between my legs because I miss you. I remember you used to be there.
Ooh. I
You know what I
remember when
mean?
you
That's
used
what
to
it
be
is.
there. You
I
so
remember you used to be.
fancy.
They married now. They, she married now, so it's gonna be cold to her. But I'm a wink, wink. I still wear a pillow. I still wear a pillow. I still got water on the side of my bed. So if you ever had a sip of water on the side of my bed, that was for you. That was intentional. I wanted to feed on you, and I wanted to rehydrate you because I probably took some of your fluids with me, or sop them up. Let me sit my
Ow!
But yeah,
See,
somebody
I
said
told
when
y'all
the
he be
fans all
talking
you
all
want,
this
that's
shit,
the
yo.
energy. Like, we're losing fans because you want to manage the temperature. Because guess what? I'm a big dude. Like I ain't a tall dude. I'm 5'9", but I'm 260 pounds. I got some meat on me. I'm gonna generate heat. And in fact, my whole life, if you're in the bed with me, you're gonna come close to me. And I want that to be comfortable, so I lower the temperature in the room so I can be comfortable and we can stay cuddled up the whole time. And it's all part of psychological game you play. It's setting the environment, right? And these are things that you got to think about. Like right now, if you was in my apartment, you would hear the thunder in the background. I got a YouTube channel that's playing lightning and thunderstorms. You can sleep to. It's a dark screen, but it plays lightning. It's middle of winter, but it soothes you
It
because I love the
does.
rain. You know what I'm saying? I love the rain
Come
and
on,
all that stuff.
atmosphere.
Come on, man. It's too
That's the
easy.
shit that I like to have in the background when we're fucking and
Man,
shit.
listen,
Like
that's
that's
what
the
I love.
type of vibe that I need.
You create it anytime. You don't have to wait for it. People say, it's raining outside. I'm horny. I said, baby, you can make it wait any day of the week, right? We
Mm.
have to understand that's control. So again, it's Wednesday before our lovers holiday. Be intentional about the rest of the week. Eating well, hydrating, stocking your refrigerator with chocolates and fruits and fish, you know what I'm saying, and getting ready for it. It ain't gonna happen that day. Don't be scrambling around everybody at the grocery store, wasting your money. The energy that I love most because of what the pandemic has done is a lot of people are not planning to go out to eat, they're planning to cook. And for me as a chef, that feeds right into my ego. Let's cook something together, right? And I've dated women who say
Mm.
ass up, and it really learns how
Oh,
to
I
move
miss
around.
those days. Come on,
You
come
can
on.
create them again. Come on. And keep it simple, right? Because all too often, everybody want to be the chef. Here's what people need to understand about being a chef. We are the generals of the kitchen. But when I'm in an intimate situation with my lover and I'm cooking, I am a servant, ultimately. I'm going to eat last. I'm going to do everything. But every single ingredient, every single technique, every single thing that I do is to please you. So it's not going to be giving you what I want you to have. It's getting what we want. So people say, what should I eat, chef, on Valentine's Day? I say, eat what the fuck you
What you
want. Eat your
want?
favorite meal. If you and your people, if you and your lover, y'all get down over wings and tequila, then you need to make wings and tequila on Valentine's Day. Because that's energy for you, because that's a positive association with foods you like. You ain't got to have shrimp and steak and all that, because in fact, some of that stuff could be too damn heavy. But think about the favorite meals because we bond so much over good food, and it's simple food. It ain't gotta be nothing extra fancy. I've been more disappointed trying to go out to a restaurant for something romantic than something I can do myself. And not just because I'm a chef. Something simple. Give me a turkey sandwich, babe. I had this one of these girlfriends I had this lifetime. Her best thing she would do for me is after we make love, she would make me a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch and bring it to the bed. And
Mm.
she got a wet cloth, and she would bring in cinnamon toast crunch with ice cold milk the way that I like it because she knew that's
Hold on. Someone went your sound. It went lower. Like you
did my
sound
sound
distant.
good?
Okay, now you sound better. That was weird. But go ahead. You said she brought you cinnamon toast crunch.
To the bed because that's my favorite cereal with milk on it. You feel me? But it was what I liked. It's what I want, right? And I think people get caught up in like Instagram. You see women all the time. The Me Too women. They're making all these meals. Like I can feed my man. It's like, what do you mean want this shit? I'm gonna tell you, I don't want fried chicken, mac and cheese, and collard greens every day of the week. I don't want soul food every day of the week. Sometimes I want shit. But both say I want a sandwich, and I want. And this is so funny. I'm talking about the sandwich. I just want some turkey and cheese on some wheat bread. Don't give me no extra shit. Give me some cold OJ. Like, give your lover what they want and not necessarily what you want them to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like,
Yes.
we want to impose ourselves on folks so much, trying to impress them or push them. Just serve them. We're talking about love languages, right? Speak their language, right? Not just your own. So, I've done that a lot. I look feed. I just tell them one more time, what you want to eat? You got anything in the world. Shit, man, that's something simple. That wings and tequila, that's how I got married. We got married over Patron and wings from a local restaurant. You know what I mean? So that's the energy we be on. Give them what they want, keep it simple. And that's what's important. because maybe one day, a long time from now, you know, with that lover, that food will bring back some of those same memories. You know
It
what I'm saying?
does.
So that's the energy. You want to create memories in every aspect. That's why food and love are so interconnected. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Well,
look, somebody said,
obviously, you over here still remembering about a cinnamon toast crunch bowl.
baby, I had my first wife made me scrambled eggs with too much pepper in it. It was too much. I didn't like it, but it was a love offering, and I ate it up. I didn't complain. I didn't take 2 seconds to stop and say, I ate that shit because I just gave her the work. And she said, let me get up and make this man something to eat. She had some eggs. It was in Indiana. She cooked them up and she fed me. That was everything. She had to do shit, but she did. So it's the offering. It's the act of service. So we talk about love. We talk about love languages. It may not be the actual thing that they give you. It's the fact that they did it,
Did
right?
it? Yes.
Hey, you want something to drink? You want that warm towel energy? Women give men a
Without
warm
even
towel.
asking, put that
Come
in
on,
there.
we all going to heaven. They all going to heaven. Those women do that because I've had women who didn't do it. I remember I had one lover. I would come to the crib. She would have a Snickers. I put my pistol on a little bed style. I put my pistol down, and I put my wallet off and all that. And she would have a king size Snickers, and she had her bottle of Moscato on the side and the Snickers. And she knew I loved it. It was such a beautiful energy. I didn't want to eat it every time I came over, but she thought about it. She would pull my blanket back and have her thing. I come in just on that appointment. You feel me? I'm coming to do my duty, but she loved me in that way. You know what I mean? And that stuff is special. And the more you do that, the more you can receive. And so that's the energy, man. That's why, again, food and love making is so important. You know what I'm saying? My man he said, give them what they want, not what you want them to have. Indeed, you right. That's one of my guys, man. He's a lover. You know what it is. Because it
I
means you
love that.
listen.
That's such a great point, though. I know we got about like 15 more minutes. They're gonna cut us off, but I wanted to discuss things that you can actually incorporate in the bedroom. Like, what types of foods do you like to bring in? Like, your typical whipped cream,
As you
honey,
should. It's
chocolate
fun.
syrup, and things like
Absolutely.
that.
Unequivocally. Ice cream. I had one of the most delicious bowls
I've
of ice
never
cream in
done
my
ice
life.
cream.
Come on, and get some good ice cream. Not that cheap shit. All that extra shit. I had some good premium vanilla ice cream.
Mm.
And just the act, because it gives you, now remember, food has a psychological effect. It has a drug-like effect, dopamines and all that. So literally, we had a bowl of ice cream. Eating a bowl of ice cream is everything. It's life. It's dessert before dessert. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And that's the energy. So keep it separate. They gotta be like, whipped cream is cool. Why buy the cheap shit? You know what you really want to do? Get you some heavy whipping cream with some powdered sugar and make your own whipped cream. Ooh,
Oh,
gelato.
even
Everything is gelato.
better.
Yeah, get some premium ice cream. So gelato's a nice one. And the good thing about gelatos and
Add a
different
little
ice
strawberry in it.
is the mouthfeel. Keep it simple. You can if they're in season. Don't get no nasty ass non-sweet. Get organic, guys. Get fruit, get organic. Mango. I fell in love with a woman who introduced me to mango. Cause shit, sucking mango meat off the pig. Listen here. That makes my mouth watering. I miss her. I miss the taste of mango. So fruit is always a winner. Chocolate's always a winner. Because everybody didn't want to get messy. Like whipped cream sound cool, it's all cliche and shit. But make your own whipped cream. It has a different texture and a different mouthfeel. You can dip your strawberries in that and eat it. Yeah, mango is that energy. In fact, mango with some CBD oil was pretty dope. Another dessert
Mm.
that comes from European tradition is dark chocolate, Moldovan salt, and olive oil. So get a spoon.
Mm.
Get some some bitter dark chocolate, 70% cacao. Pour some nice, I would say Spanish olive oil, a little drop of that, and then put a little bit of salt. It's got a little flake salt called, I think it's Moldovan salt. I forget the name of it is. It escapes me. But it's like a flake salt. Put that on there, and you can suck it, and it's very decadent. It's like these dark chocolate almonds. Like, this is a great one, too. These dark chocolate almonds with salt, because it's accentuating all the different flavors, right? You got salty, you got sweet, you got the kind of sturdiness of the nut, you got the chocolate. And with a glass of red wine, you sip. You reset the palate every time you nibble. So every bite
Mm.
is like
Come
the
on,
first
tell them
time.
how. Tell them how.
I've been doing this for a while, baby. Ooh, mango soup,
Ooh.
prosecco. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I love prosecco. We talk about wines, but bubblies. So I keep a bottle of champagne next to my bed. In my refrigerator, I kept a bottle of champagne for the last 10 years because you always want to have champagne around to celebrate anything. whether it's a new job, whether it's getting off a hater or something else. So, and they got no expensive champagne. I don't even know what I got. I think I got something so big. I did champagne always in the house. But that somebody said Prosecco. Another one I keep is Moscato d'Asti. A lot of women love Moscato, the sweet wine. I get d'Asti because it's a little drier, but it's sparkling. It's bubbly. I learned this, I think, prom night. And Cinnamon Toast Girl know what this is about. Pour that Prosecco or that bubbling wine in her belly button, dribble down between her legs.
Woo, tell them.
Oh,
Tell
listen,
them.
listen. This is before I had the beer.
That
Somebody said
belly
rosé,
button is
okay,
hit
for
different.
sure. Rosé's a good one. But pour that wine, that cold wine, down between the crevices of them legs and have another cup. That's a different drink. That's different. Matter of fact, that's a different beverage altogether. Put those grapes, when you get some good grapes, put the grapes in your freezer. Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
JWs.
JW's
That's what I'm drinking right now.
oh man, I should
Put
have
them,
got
mama.
some. I need to
Shout
just
out.
JW's. Go support them all day in Charlotte, Ohio.
Mm.
They're shipping online too, so please support black. There's many black wine venues. Look, keep frozen fruit. Grapes freeze really well, and they do really well to drop into your wine to chill it down. So here's a rule: white wines,
Yes.
white wines stay chilled.
Oh, it's
Red
funny about
wines
that.
are
I was
pretty
about to
limited.
say that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it when you like let it just marinate in that wine like that, and then it's like
oh
a
yeah.
drunken piece of fruit. You eat that, you fucked up.
Yeah. Pineapple was good. And this one you get these.
Oh,
Go to
pineapple.
plums. Yeah. Go to the grocery store and get one of those fruit trays. Keep that in your fridge. Nothing like, can you imagine making love? And it's a joke. If you would have lemonade from like Chick-fil-A on the side of the bed, can you imagine now reaching to your fridge, that fresh with your fruit? Matter of fact, I got this pineapple in my mouth. You know what? Let me refreshing that down there. You know what I mean? Strawberries are
Say
nice.
that.
Take a bite of it, and then rub it around, especially on
And
the nipple.
then not only that, like if
Or
it's
the nickel neck.
cold, not only that, if it's cold, say that you have your like I like to freeze my pineapples and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, and then whenever I have chocolate, I like to actually warm it up and stuff like that because
Sure.
you're incorporating temperature play, so that's a whole
Indeed.
other thing.
That's where the candles come in, right? Boom.
You
And they got
know, so you
come
can
on, and
make
listen,
food very fun and
let's
adventurous
do
and stuff
too.
like that.
I love the candle play because there's actually candles you can buy that they're warm and they're massage oil. So when they burn, right, you pour the actual wick wax out and
I got
massage oil. They're not edible, but
those
man,
on
it's
deck.
amazing. Okay, yeah, somebody pomegranate. Yeah, pomegranate is actually good.
Pomegranates.
You gotta know how to cut the pomegranates. I just say cut it into fourths and break it up and let them suck on it. Ooh, any citrusy, anything you just put
You
your
ever had
face in.
pomegranate? Y'all ever had
Watermelon,
pomegranates and
water,
chocolate? Oh my
hey,
god.
watermelon. Just put your whole face in that watermelon. Literally, get that. That's good hydration, good electrolytes. But the thing is, these are meals that, again, they satiate you, they don't weigh you down, they hydrate you. And my mouth is watering right now. I'm listening. This is what it's all about. That's what cytophilia is all about. The association of eating well and sex and intimacy. And it's too easy. It's cheap. Everybody gonna spend hundreds of dollars on a fancy meal. You better off going to the local grocery store, spending 20 to 30 bucks on a bunch of fruit and a couple bottles of wine. The stuff that you want to drink, the stuff that you want to eat. It don't require a lot of preparation. Cooking and all that is fun, but keep it simple. Do the things that y'all connect over.
Do
And
things
leave
you
off the
can
garbage.
do. Don't try to go above and beyond and you can't do shit now. Now
Don't
you
experiment
fucking
on
up.
that day.
Wasting
And don't
ingredients.
right. And just the vibe be thrown off, right? Because somebody could be faking like, oh, this is good, babe. Like, nah, fuck that. Keep it always simple. I think somebody said earlier, her and her dude made a dry turkey sandwich. Like, that's y'all energy. Stick it with it. You know what I mean? Like, keep it simple because the point is to enjoy each other and enjoy each other's time. And there's no better
Exactly.
time that we love to share with one another. Like I said, I used to go out with my woman. It wasn't about the food we was going to eat. It was about the time, right? And I'm like, I like sitting across from her because I can look at her, but I like sitting next to her too, so I can rub on her and feel it. So whatever your
Oh,
vibe, there's no defined rules. Footsie is fun. Get that remote vibrator out and play with that in public.
oh, say that.
Like,
I'm about to grab me one of those. I think I'm gonna grab one of those. Like
oh, get the
just for
toy
this
cabinet.
weekend.
One, get you a couple, sis. Give
Huh?
him one. Give him one too.
I
Come
do.
on.
I want the cock ring one. My friend, she's on here actually. Erotica Steele, shout out. She got the cock ring one where you can
And you know
remote
what's even
control
funny?
it.
There's a tandem one. Trojan got the tandem one. Now it's not remote, but that's a fun one. Bringing the cock ring with the vibrator on top. Oh man, that
Mm-hmm.
turns your whole body into just a light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
See that forearm? Mm. Listen, that's just the forearm. Man, Howie, you really do it. They don't need me doing no two wet chest.
Oh,
They don't need me doing no two wet. I act a fool in there, but I can't dance. But man, I could do some. Listen, I got
do
4 children.
some things. You do some things. We can tell. We know. You eat right. You don't tell. You don't gave us game and shit. We know.
Mhm. That's
We heard
free.
it.
And listen, the OGs, they know all this. I ain't said nothing new. But for you
Yes.
young pup, get your lineup. Tell them babies, get them waxes done a couple days in advance. No razors. If you're using a razor, get a new one, right? But get that, fellas, get that Nair game together. I ain't getting no Brazilian.
Say
That's
that.
beyond me. But that Nair, keep it smooth. I'm be on my
Yeah,
porn
that
star. Cause
Nair
guess
does
what?
get y'all together. I ain't
Hey,
gonna
listen.
lie.
And listen, less hair, less smell, and less friction. And then we gotta be mindful of dealing with our woman's delicate flower. It's like a clean plate. It's like paper plate girl and China girl. China girl gonna get her plate lit clean. Paper plate girl is gonna crumple up and throw in the trash. Come on, read between the lines on that. So listen, prepare yourself, right? Go ahead and get
We
all
gonna
that
get what
clear.
everybody present. But yeah.
Mhm. You can, and guess what? Somebody can present just a little bit better. I told somebody earlier, I had this story about buying roses. One year, I bought everyone in my life a rose. And at some point, someone figured out, damn, he bought all of us roses. Well, yeah, because I can, right? But who gets to spend the time with me that night, right? So you can do what you want to do. But that's why the lover's holiday is so important. Valentine's Day, beyond what people actually know, it's actually meant for married people. It was because during the Roman Empire, when it was illegal for Christians to get married, it's in celebration of Saint Valentine. That's the most prolific story. But it's not a Hallmark holiday. It really is a celebration of love. So whether you're married or not, we can worry about. It's not about the paper or the certificate. It's about the connection at great risk. And there's still great risk. We're in the middle of a pandemic, right? Some of us are loving against haters. We're loving against people who don't want us to be together. So loving at risk is what Valentine's Day is about. So that's what it is. And why not be a little risky? Why not be a little risky on Valentine's Day with your lover? Because when the great thing is the submission of it all. It ain't about who did what, who bought material shit. That don't mean nothing. It's
No.
about who is giving to one another. The real things that matter, right? The memories. Always things I've talked about: cinnamon toast crunch, pillows, vibrators. These are experiences I've had with women who, no matter who they are with now, she and I have that connection. And I've given it to her. There's some ways I make love. I used to tell her, shit, why you doing me like this? I said, because I always want you to remember how I did you. I'm trying to sign my name in the bottom of that thing.
Mm.
Right? And that's, we have to love with intention. That's what, just like when you cook a good meal, you're loving with intention. You can just make somebody food. I can just make you a sandwich and you just eat what I give. Or I can cut the crust. I can cut it into fours because I know you like to eat it that way. I can get your special turkey you like. I can get the cheese that you want. You feel me? So love with intention. It begins with every ingredient. You can give them no pack panties. You can go to Victoria's Secret and get that basic shit.
Oh,
Or
of
you
course.
know
I'm
what?
not saying don't,
I'm
but
teasing you,
I'm
young pup. I'm
saying
teasing
even
you.
when you're in between, you can love on her.
You can, hey,
When I'm
listen.
in between waxes and
Hey,
shit.
young
Hold
pup.
on.
Young pup. I'm telling you. Hey, this is the holiday. In between matches, but of course.
Well,
I'm
yes,
just
of
saying,
course. Like,
this is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was last week. This is the Super Bowl of love this week. So you got a week prepared. Get your game up. You're getting your man back. Some of y'all ain't had your man all football season, or wherever your lover is.
I'm
Now
weak.
reconnect. Right? This is a championship game. Act up. Get active. Do everything you can. You know what I mean?
Yes, and get prepared as best as you can.
Yeah.
So, like we said, eat the proper foods. Feed your body. What am I trying to say? Feed your body nutrients. Don't feed it all
Yes.
that bullshit.
Yes, for
Honestly,
real.
because
Real
your
food.
body, yeah.
Yeah, real food. Real food. Be intentional, please. Be intentional because these are you only get one per year. You can do this anytime, birthdays and all that, but make it special because these could be a lifetime of memories because we don't have the time we think we do, y'all. People are
No.
dying around us right now, right? So love with intention. Every element of this, be intentional and best of luck to you. Be smart. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I got a little coconut oil, so get your lubricants together too. Lubricants matter. I don't care how wet that wop get. Friction, it's science,
It's
right? There's so much friction
real.
the body can take. So,
Get your
if you're gonna do that one
lubricants.
day,
Get your lubricants. Use some spit. I love a lot of spit.
oh, stay hydrated. The more hydrated you are, the more spit you got. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
You know.
Hey, listen. Yeah, we
But
got it. It's a little
yes.
bit. We poured out into the people. I'll go back and read some of the things, but we poured out into them. But just be intentional. That's all I can say. Every element, how
Yes.
you wash your body, the soaps you use, the water you drink, the food you prepare. Prepare. Don't wait till Saturday night. Don't wait till Friday night. The grocery store is going to be packed. Start getting this together. Get that champagne now. Go to the liquor store this week today. Go tomorrow. Get your liquor stocked up. Put those grapes in the freezer so they'll be frozen. Right. Get your ice cream together. Right.
Ooh, frozen grapes. Okay.
Get them sheets washed. Matter of fact, buy some new sheets. Buy some new towels. Get
Hopefully, you got some
ready.
hotel books if that's what your plans were.
Man, turn your house into a hotel. No,
I'm
no
going to a
excuses. Turn your house
hotel.
into a
We're going
hotel.
to a
And look, new
hotel.
sheets, new pillows, new smells. You can transmogrify the space you in all the time. You don't have to go nowhere. We still in a pandemic, so you can go out and do all that. So be it. Or you can recreate something right in your own space. Be an
You really
intention.
can.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Oh, this was so great. You would spend
Yeah,
some
fun, baby.
gems.
He said, "What's that?"
I said
Hey,
you would
try
spend
to.
some gems.
I'm a teacher when I ain't cooking. But I'm an intentional lover and father.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
It's my pleasure. Thank everyone who chimed in. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, yes. And everybody talking back. Hold on, wait. What somebody say? What detergents do you use?
I would use some non-sensitive ones, right? Don't get all that extra fragrance shit. That can throw off your libido, and it affects men's testosterone as well. So get the unscented, hypoallergenic detergents, right? Now me, I got a clean lady, so I'm gonna send my laundry off. I'm fancy like that. But if you're doing it at your house, your way, use hypoallergenic so it doesn't affect. What you want your lover to focus on is you. Worry about your colognes, your perfumes, your lotions. Eliminate all the extra stuff. Don't have a bunch of incense and extra candles, and don't focus on you, what you smell like, what you taste like. All right. So that's an important point. I'm glad you brought that up. So hypoallergenic, unscented, you scent yourself. You adorn your body, and that's what's important. So that's you want to be the focus, not all the other stuff.
Cranberry is better for the vagina than pineapple. Coconut oil alters the safety of condoms.
Condoms? What's a condom? I've been married 20 years. Oh, okay. Y'all got to worry about that. My bad. Like condom? Oh, yeah, y'all got to worry about that. I'm Team
Get
V.
out! Get
Team
out!
V. Then healthy. Look, healthy my chart. Healthy my chart.
You are so
know,
silly.
and listen, know your status. And your lover, you know your lover's status. Be mindful. Definitely be on your birth control. Condoms. Get some good condoms. There's a lot of great brands out right now. Make sure they fit. Make sure you're not latex sensitive or anything like that. They got a lot of good stuff out there. And if you're in a situation where you can, yeah, a condom,
Say
like
that.
what? But lambskin is a good one.
I don't
Skin
know
condom.
what that is
Listen,
right
they fit.
now.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. So,
mm.
so
Nah, but
know your
thank you
status.
guys for tuning in. It's about to cut us off right now. So I am going to save this and post it onto the page. So you guys, if you missed some of it, you can catch it later. So you guys have a great night. Hold on, wait. Coconut oil is the best move. And
Yes, it is.
yes.
It's the best natural, and it's non-comedogenic, and it actually has some antiviral, antibacterial properties. So yes,
Great.
but yeah, it will compromise condoms. Whoever
Oh, it's
said
about
that's
to cut
correct.
us off.
Get all
12
right.
seconds. All right, y'all. So y'all have a good night.